my god, hanging on by a thread.
Greg is just putting the baby down for a nap. We just had some friends over to watch the Monaco Grand Prix. We have a group chat with like some of the people from my book club and like Greg's sister and my sister, who is called Fast Car Fans, and we try and watch as many races together as we can. And today was Monaco, and if you follow F1 then you're probably watching it, but one of a lot of our favorite drivers, Charles, won at his home race, so it was very exciting. It was a very intense race at the start, but yeah, it was so fun. We had bagels, hash browns, and fruit. We did a little breakfast vibe. We had coffee. I think my coffee ick is like almost over. So for a while, I would say months now, I've only been able to drink matcha. I just have like the biggest ick for coffee, and I had one today and I drank half of it and it was okay, but I think I still have the coffee ick a little bit, and I hope it goes away soon because I really like iced coffee, but I just like have not been able to drink it. I just have not been liking it. Also, I'm filming on a different camera right now. I don't know if you can tell. You probably can't. I'm not sure. Also, the lighting's, it's like in the summer the trees around our house all get leaves and it makes it like really dark in our house even though it's like a very bright day outside. But yeah, so we have a new camera right now. We'll see. I felt like the other one just like wasn't the best quality in low light, so we'll see how this one's doing. Tonight we're going to my parents' house for a barbecue. That's really it. Baby's going down for a nap now, so we'll have like an hour hopefully to just chill, and then we'll get ready and go to my parents' house. They just live really close to us, so it's like sometimes we walk there, but I think we're gonna bring the dogs and stuff, so, and then when we leave it'll be past baby's bedtime probably, so we'll probably just drive over. But yeah, it's just a very, very chill Sunday. What did I do this morning? Oh yeah, we went on a walk. Yeah, it's just been really chill. The baby took so long to go down for a nap this morning. I think his tummy kind of hurt, so I gave him some colic water and then he fell asleep pretty soon after that. But it was like 40 minutes trying to get him to go for a nap, where you like know that they're tired but they're just fighting it, so that was fun. And then yeah, we just like quickly cleaned up, and well, Greg mostly did the cleaning. Thanks, Greg. Excited to do my makeup. Look, if you're a woman married to a man and you have people coming over shortly and you're not ready, your job is to get ready and put makeup on. The man's job is to clean, because they're not putting makeup on, or they're at least not putting on enough to take as long as you. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I'm like, listen, I have to make myself look presentable, so you can make the house look presentable. Because we just did not have time. We did not have a lot of time after he finally went to sleep. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can update you on. I really don't think so. I think I caught you up in my last video, so yeah, just new camera right now. We'll see. I'm like looking in the viewfinder. I can't tell if the viewfinder's dirty or maybe the lens is dirty. Maybe I should wipe the lens, but yeah, I hope that it's like a bit more clear. We'll have to see. Okay, I am prepping our Ninja Creami pints because we haven't had some in a little while because we were out of soy milk. So I'll basically show you like the ingredients and like the flow of what we do to prep a couple at once. So this is the milk I use. Just use organic unsweetened soy milk because it is higher in protein. A cup of this has 9 or 8 grams of protein, and then a serving of this has 21 grams. So each pint is about 30 grams of protein, and then we split one. So it's about like 15 grams of protein, which is pretty good as like a snack after dinner or like a dessert. So basically I will fill these until like a little bit lower than the fill line with the milk, just so I know how much milk I need, and then I pour it into my blender, and I'll add 1 serving of this is 2 scoops, so I'll add 4 scoops of this. And we've tried a ton of different protein powders. You just want to make sure you use one that you actually like the taste of, obviously, but I do like using protein powder because like one that tastes good, because then you don't need to add sugar or anything. So it really is like healthy ice cream. It's basically like a protein shake that has the consistency of ice cream. So it's a win-win for sure. Sorry, I'm cooking spaghetti back there. So then I just blend this just to like mix in the protein. You don't have to do it super long or anything. And then I just divide it into these. You just want to make sure there's no clumps of protein powder. So you could use a shaker cup or like a little whisk or whatever, but I just like to blend it. It's way faster. So divide it. And then I find like you can just have it be the milk and protein, but I don't find it gets as creamy with vegan milk and vegan protein. So I like to add a few chunks of frozen banana. So I just have my bag of frozen banana that I use for smoothies and stuff. And I'll do, I don't know, it's probably like 4 or 5 chunks per thing, and you literally just plunk them in. I've also added in Japanese sweet potato, which makes it like really creamy and really yummy. So yeah, and then you just freeze them. At minimum, if you're putting frozen stuff into this, you want like 6 to 8 hours before you're gonna spin it, but ideally you leave it overnight. So yeah, I just put them in the freezer. And my last tip is that you just want to make sure they're level in the freezer so that they freeze like flat, because if it's on a slant it can damage the blade of the machine. So just make sure that it's like perfectly flat if you can. And I freeze it with no lid because we found out that if you put the lid on it, it gets like a dome in the middle. It's like the stuff like, I don't know, puffs up and makes a big point, and then you have to scrape it off. So if you freeze it without a lid, it often helps it not do that. So gotta do my super speed makeup routine because the baby's finally awake and we really want to go out. I'm using my new Korean skincare sunscreen. I'm curious to see how this one feels under makeup. So far it feels honestly way more like a moisturizer than the Summer Fridays one. Like it feels not really like sunscreen, which I like a lot. Super speed makeup routine. Uh-oh, I hear the baby. When we go out, we're just about to run up to Bulk Barn because I am making my pregnant friend a little trail mix care package. When I was pregnant, my friend Katie gave me 2 jars of trail mix, one that was like a big jar to keep at home, and then one that's like a small little one that I could like throw in my purse for on the go. And she was like, trust me, especially when you're breastfeeding, you're gonna be starving all the time and you're just going to want something that's like a hearty snack that fills you up. And I was like, okay, cool, random but cool. Then when I actually gave birth and was breastfeeding, actually I think we started eating the trail mix in the hospital because we were starving and like at weird times of the day. It was just, you know, kind of chaos there in the hospital. Honestly, like we did just not know what was going on. But especially when I got home and I was like up at 3 a.m. starving breastfeeding, because like every time you start breastfeeding you just get like so hungry and thirsty, and so having that like right by my bedside I was waking up with like chocolate melted onto my pillow, so I was like eating it and falling asleep. But it was actually the biggest lifesaver, and now I'm like, okay, the best gift I can give to any new mom is like trail mix for real. So now that she's really close to her due date, I'm going to hi hi come here. I'm gonna go put that together for her and probably drop it off. And I really want to make lactation cookies. I have all the stuff for them. I made and ate so many lactation cookies when I was breastfeeding. My friend Jess actually gave me them first. She brought over a bag of cookies and then a bag of frozen cookie dough to like make more when I needed to. and I ended up making that recipe so many more times. I ate them every single day for months when I was breastfeeding. And yeah, I don't know if they like helped with milk supply, but they were the best snack. I looked forward to having them every day. I had so many every day. Yeah, I'm gonna make those hopefully too and drop them off to her with the trail mix. We'll see how much time we have before your next nap, but you just woke up. Cause you're such a good boy, you had a good nap. And also, we're going back to Canadian Tire, our favorite store. I was there the other day to get a baby pool, and then I was there with Greg to get the lawnmower, and now we're going back because we need a new mop. All we have is a Swiffer. In the spring especially, it's just like rainy sunny so often, and the floors get so muddy. And now that he's literally like going nuts all over the floors, literally licking the floor, we're like, okay, we need to, like, Greg probably Swiffers every day. It's still not enough. Like, we really need to get a way better mop to be cleaning the floors, because I'm pretty sure the Swiffer just like does the bare minimum and pushes it around. So like, we need something that is going to actually clean for this little bubby. Greg, what was I gonna say before he so rudely interrupted with bad language? Bad language. Do you want some powder? Want some? Ooh. Hi, Willa. That's nice. What do you think? Rare beauty. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's rare beauty. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we're just gonna go get a mop. And yeah, hopefully we can do all of this in this week window before his next nap. We got a couple hours before his next nap. And then after your nap, who knows, maybe we'll try and hit up a playground. Okay, what do you want? Do you want this? Summer Fridays? Want that? You can have that one. It's hard to open. Yeah, so that's the plan. So when I'm like, I'll show you what we get for the trail mix. She's not vegan, so I'll probably get her some like chocolate stuff that's not just dark chocolate. But I'll show you like the main things that I used to get in my trail mix, because also like Greg and I ended up going and making more for months. We had trail mix for like snacks for months, and we kind of like finessed our favorite combination of things. So I'll show you what I'm getting to put in that. But yeah, it might not all be vegan. Like I might get some chocolate covered almonds or something that aren't, I'm not sure if they have ones there that have no dairy, but again, she's not vegan, so I'm just kind of gonna get what I think she'll like. And then with the lactation cookies, I will make them vegan. They call for eggs and butter, but I was always just using like vegan basil butter sticks and flax egg, and like there's flax in them already, so I honestly just added more flax, and like it worked so well. I didn't need like any special egg replacer or anything. And oh my gosh, these cookies are so good. If you're not breastfeeding and you want to just make like really yummy oatmeal cookies, kind of like energy cookie kind of vibes, just leave out the brewer's yeast. I went to Illuminate and bought brewer's yeast for that, because that's like the thing, and then that's supposed to help with your supply. But if you're gonna just make them to eat, because it's still a really delicious recipe, then you can just skip the brewer's yeast. It doesn't have any other effect in the recipe other than like being good for lactation. So if you're not lactating, you don't need the brewer's yeast, so just leave that out. But yeah, I will show you when I make that stuff. Probably won't film at Canadian Tire again while we're buying a mop, because that's not that interesting. Is it? No, it's not. Boop. Here, you want some makeup? Oh my gosh, here. Wow. What do you think? Oh, that looks good. Look at his hair. It's starting to get little waves. Oh, you're so cute. It's starting to get like a little bit curly. Hi, Willa. I'm gonna check on the baby. Yeah, he's good. Yeah. That's my powder. All right, you can have that. We're in a rush. You gotta do my hair. Good job. There, you can play with this. It's not on. Okay, so just about to refresh my hair. Yeah, this is my hair after I don't style it after showering and go for a walk in the humidity. I was like, what else did I do? I'm just gonna brush with the brush for a second. I've had my Dyson Airwrap since 2020. I bought it during lockdown, and it's still my favorite thing that I've ever bought to date. Why can't you use this one that I'm not using? So what I'm just gonna do is spritz my hair. Oops. Just like a little bit of water. Why is this broken? There we go. Just a little bit, and then I'm just using the Day Agave Dry Heat and Hold Styling Mist. This is usually for dry hair, but because I'm like putting heat on it again, and it's mostly dry, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go over it and hopefully smooth it out. What's that? This is the side that I just re-blew, obviously. I might have to like wash and restyle my bangs, but I'm just gonna probably straighten my hair. But yeah, so much better. So fast. Okay, still have the lawnmower in the back because we don't have anywhere to put it, but Greg's gonna have to move it soon. Baby's got his bottle in the back. Don't know if you can hear that. We are on our way to Bachbrand first. Quick haul. We got these pretzels. You basically want everything to be big pieces, not like little small things that are like falling all over the place, because like I said, usually you're eating it like while you're feeding a baby. Banana chips, I never thought that I'd like these, but combined with everything else, they're so good. Sesame sticks, again, never had these until Katie put them in mine, and they're so good. These are honey sesame almonds. I feel like she would like those. Dark chocolate almonds and M&Ms. Did I show that? So yeah, a nice little mix of like sweet and salty and things that I think she'll like. I also got a jar, just like a nice brand new jar to put it in. So yeah. Success. Okay, so we are just ready to head out to my friend Hannah's house. We've got the baked cookies. So, I mean, I'll tell her, like, you can leave them. You think you're having your baby really soon, but you can just freeze them like that and then, like, take them out when you need them. But then I also just have some cookie dough, unbaked cookie dough balls for her to bake so that she can have fresh ones because they are so good fresh. And then I've got her little trail mix. And we've got the baby, so we're good to go. We're home from Hannah's. I have some homemade juice. This is carrot, grapefruit, honeydew, apple. I think that was everything I put in. I made it a few days ago, so I don't really remember, but it's so refreshing. It got so nice out and it's so warm. And I'm just making dinner, so I just peeled some sweet potatoes. Greg and I are making a meal that we like haven't had since this time last year when I was still pregnant, and we just have good vibes from that time. Maybe I'll go into it another time, but it was like the last month or so that I was pregnant, and we just made this meal all the time, and it's so good. It's kind of like a random mix of stuff, but it just works so well. And I'm also gonna make sweet potato brownies. So this is like a huge Japanese sweet potato. I'm gonna use some of it for brownies and then some of it for our meal. So yeah, I'll just like show you the components of it. It's really easy. It's not like difficult to make. It's just like random, but it all works and it's so good. I got my matching leggings in the mail. If you saw my last vlog, I just showed the top, but I got the leggings, and yeah, I think it looks good. I'm gonna go to yoga this morning, so I thought that I would try it all out. And I always leave the, oh my gosh, baby's crying. He does not want to be sitting anymore. Oh my gosh, I need a fake tan so bad. But yeah, I just left the tags on so that I can make sure that I liked the set, but I think it looks good. Okay, so I wanted to show you how the brownies turn out. So the brownies come out perfect every single time. The only time they were a little bit off was when I baked them in the oven, and they were like really, really caramelized and soft, and I think just had more moisture, whereas when I boil them or cook them in the microwave, they're like a little bit drier texture, and the brownies come out perfect. So if you try this recipe and your brownies come out a little bit too like moist, or they don't fully cook even if you bake them longer, it could just be that your sweet potato has more moisture. The way you cooked it gave it more moisture, but I'll show you the texture. Perfectly fudgy, not cakey. I don't find, I do not like cakey brownies. I like pure fudgy brownies. That's what the top looks like. And they're just so yummy. This was in the fridge. Like, I put them in the fridge. I keep them in there because we like them cold, and the chocolate chips get a little bit like cold and crunchy, and they're just so good. And we put them in our Ninja Creamies. We like spin them into our Ninja Creamies, and they're just like so freaking heavenly and delicious. Crumbling a little bit. Like, truly, for a healthy dessert, 10 out of 10. Like, I just feel like, oh, the one other thing I wanted to mention was that I always use Japanese sweet potatoes, not the orange sweet potatoes. And the recipe that I go by uses the orange ones, but I just find that Japanese sweet potatoes, they're like the white flesh ones. You would have seen what they look like, but They have less of the sweet potato flavor, so these don't actually taste like sweet potato to me. They still add sweetness to the brownie and like make the texture really good, but I find if you use orange sweet potatoes, then these would actually taste like a sweet potato. So if you can get your hands on Japanese or Caribbean sweet potatoes, then it's better. That's how the brownie turns out. The sun is coming in again. So excited, but not excited for always having to change the lighting. But yeah, so I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm hopefully getting a little bit better at vlogging and like planning out the vlogs, because so far I've just been like vlogging on the fly as we're doing stuff. As it's getting into summer, the weather's not like totally great yet. It's been like really hot, and then today it's literally 10 degrees Celsius, so it's quite chilly. So I feel like our plans and like our schedules kind of just like all over the place with like work and activities and stuff. So yeah, the vlogs have been a little all over the place, and we were sick, and then I was on my period last week. So yeah, things have just been a little bit chaotic. So the vlog, like I haven't quite planned out the vlogs. They've just been like realistic on the fly kind of vlogs. So yeah, I hope that you still enjoyed, and I will get better at kind of making them feel a little bit more cohesive, and hopefully figure out the lighting a little bit better. Even though it's summer, it's actually like darker in here in the summer than it is in the winter, because we have so many trees. We have this like huge, beautiful, amazing tree out the front window, but it makes it so dark in our house when the leaves come out. So it's like we love summer, but it also just like throws our videos and our filming for a loop every year. We are shocked by like how dark it is in here. Like you can see, I have the overhead light on, I have this light on, and I have one other light on. And you can see how dark it is behind me. So, but we just can't bring ourselves to cut the tree down. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, put them below. If you're looking for recipes and like all of my food videos, check Instagram and our blog at itsliveb or itsliveb.com. But yeah, that's everything for me today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!